on the circle. Two poles. Girls, two poles. That's it. Now you see there's a little curve here, right? Between these two poles. I want you to ride the center track on that curve. And I'm going to ask you a question, Elizabeth, about the shape of the horse on this curve here. This is the sharpest curve here, right? Right. Talk to me about the shape of the horse, about the bend. What do we want? Did y'all have an accident up there? Tell me about the shape of the curve. What do you want on your horse? I already said it. Shape. Shape. Yes, you want a horse that's evenly bent from his head to his tail, through his body, evenly bent, appropriate to the degree of the turn. Appropriate. And what happens if we overbend the horse with our inside rein? Well, we don't want to overbend the horse because we get too much bend in the neck. They don't bend a lot in the neck. So, they bend a lot in their neck. They don't bend a lot in their body from the wither back. The neck you can overbend. Why don't you overbend the neck for me once here? Just go ahead and overbend it. So that's the indirect rein used wrong. Thank you. Good. I want you to use it wrong so you know the wrong feeling. Use that indirect rein wrong. Behind the wither to the horse's haunch, overbends the neck. Go ahead. Yep. That's abuse. Overbend. Come on. Indirect rein to your left hip. You know that. You know that. Okay, that's straight toward your outside hand. We'll get to that. But I want it toward your hip. Toward the horse's haunch. And that affects the haunch and overbends the neck. Behind the wither toward his haunch. So we're not going to do that. What are we going to do to shape the neck of the horse? Tell me. Good. She named them all. Good. Good. Inside leg takes care of the rib cage, right? Puts a minimal bend in the body. The inside rein, called the indirect rein in front of the wither, just slightly toward the outside hand, very slightly touches the neck toward your outside hand, and puts a little flexion of the neck toward the outside hand, not the haunch. Elizabeth, I'll tell you something interesting. Every book you read will say the indirect rein in front of the wither goes to the rider's left hip, right? Except one book. You know which book that was? Nope. I don't think Paul said it. Am I wrong?
But I'm really sad.
Sure.
I'm sad.
You have to show me that. I don't think he did. But Littauer says the indirect rein. When you get to this first right there, rise up in your half seat. Hold that half seat over both of these poles, and then posting trot. Littauer said the indirect rein is used diagonally to the rider's left hip, or, this was very subtle in his book, or toward the outside hand, depending on the effect desired. So if you just want a little flexion in the neck, you use it toward the outside hand. If we want to shape the track out, then we open the left rein, apply that inside hand firmer and your inside leg, and we shape the track out. I say shape out. We alter the track through the pressure of two rein aids toward the outside and your inside leg. Alter the track. Why? Two reins over. Isn't that beautiful? Super. Alter the track. We're not. No. Shorter reins. Shorter. Look. Watch me. This way, not this way. Alter the track. Out.